very exciting. So the topic we are talking about tonight is the pre-approval, the pre-qualification. I've been in this business for 20 years, so not my first rodeo. This last couple years has been absolutely different than anything we've ever seen, and it's nothing's going to change moving forward. We've got an inventory shortage. We've got a seller's market, if you will. And what does that mean when you talk about a seller's market? Well, a seller's market simply is that the inventory is light and the buyer demand is greater. So anytime the buyer demand is greater than obviously what's out there, then you have a seller's market, right? So with a seller's market, the most important component of a seller's market is having a buyer who is prepared and ready. Unfortunately, with the 180 agents plus that I work with, I'm finding that a lot of these clients are not prepared. They do a lot of window shopping, and then they like something, and then they go back and try to get pre-approved or pre-qualified, and then they turn around to go back to the house, and now the house is gone because that's the market we're in. So what I wanted to talk about today was pre-approval, pre-qualification. This is the very most important step when someone is going to buy a home. For you buyers out there, this is the very first thing you should be doing. You have to know what your buying power is, what the banks are going to lend you. Window shopping doesn't work in this market, so you have to know. From a real estate agent's perspective, I'm not going to spend my time, my effort, my energy, and my money with a client if I don't know how qualified or what their buying power is, because you're just going to waste your time putting offer after offer after offer and constantly losing. So the pre-approval process or pre-qualification is the very first thing we have to do. But most people don't understand what that is. So there are two different components. There's pre-approval and a pre-qualification. Does anybody know what the difference is between the two? If you do, you can unmute yourself and go ahead and throw it out there. I know Johnny's biting at the bit. So pre-qualification. A pre-qualification is someone calling me or telling me, hey, Sean, I make X amount of dollars. I have this much money in my account. This allows me to go ahead and pull credit, and I'm taking their word for what they make, what they have as assets. And then I am, based on that information and based on underwriting guidelines through all the 35 plus banks that we work with, that would tell me roughly what the banks will lend them per what they're telling me, right? That is a pre-qualification. Now, a pre-approval is simply the validation of the information they're telling me. So I can get the documents to support what they're telling me. So if they tell me I make $80,000 a year, then I'm getting documentation to support that. Now, if you're an agent, which one do you think you want to invest your time, your effort, your energy, and your commission on? Do you want to run out there, spend time with a pre-qualification, or would you rather spend time with a pre-approval? What do you guys think?
Pre-approval.
A pre-approval. Why?
It's guaranteed. It's already been certified that
Right.
you have this.
Absolutely. So what a pre-approval or pre-qualification is, it's simply a letter. It is simply a letter from a lender or a mortgage institution or a financial institution being sent saying, hey, look, I am in theory going to be or willing to lend this kind of money to this client with these expectations, with these parameters. It is not a loan guarantee. It is not a loan approval. It is simply a letter indicating this is what the lender might do. Right? Johnny, you're not muted. So it is imperative that if you're going to spend your time and effort in this market, you're not running around with a pre-qualification. It is important that you run around with a pre-approval. And a pre-approval, there are documents that we need to see to validate and verify what exactly they gave us. So let's find out a little bit about what you know regarding the documents that we